The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacy Stern.
Cameron Ali.
How's it going, Cam?
It's good. How are you?
How is the post-birthday boy? You had a big birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. I'm good.
So you cooked out, had a fun time, right?
Cooked out, had a trifle.
I saw that. That looked delicious.
It was freaking good. Like I was laying in bed eating the remnants of it. Yeah.
Laying in bed eating a trifle.
Yeah.
Oh, I want one of those Avita buses.
Yeah, I had two of them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I had a camper one and a passenger bus.
Really? Dang.
Yeah, I'm a hippie.
I was a hippie. You hate hippies,
I know.
ironically.
It's funny that I hate hippies.
Because we clash at
but
this. I'm a bit of a hippie,
I have
too.
such, like, hippie tendencies.
Me too.
It's sad, really.
So you grilled out. You said you did some juicy Lucy burgers.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. Yeah, it was like me and the neighbors and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Enjoyed myself.
You picked some mushrooms.
Yeah, this
you
weekend
went to
I went
mushroom
out.
picking.
I went mushroom hunting.
What the hell's with all the morel mushrooms?
I don't know.
I have a ton of them in my yard. I harvested a whole bowl. I was
Yeah.
like skipping with a basket. You know?
I had two of those garment bags, like the Tide ones,
Oh my God.
chock full. Like it was
So,
30 pounds.
Are you just going to freeze what you don't use and then
I'm
use them
gonna
later?
dry them.
Dry them.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Dry them and then probably do like the vacuum sealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We've never had morel mushrooms in our yard ever.
Yeah.
And now they're everywhere.
Well, and you know, the area that I picked them in was flooded last year.
Mine too,
Yours
then.
was. Maybe that had something to do with it.
Yay, flood brings me morel mushroom deliciousness. But the thing is, they are a little bit, they're like a weird consistency.
Yeah.
So they break apart easy.
Not the ones I got.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
ours are like the stems are good and hearty.
Yeah.
But the tops would tend to, pieces of them would flake off a little
Yeah,
bit.
I guess some did that with me, but a lot of them are really like well put together.
Yeah.
I mean, there were
crazy.
some we saw that were like the size of a baby skull. I mean, they were huge.
Those are good to fill with some cream cheese and bacon
Oh, that would be good.
and jalapenos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I did was
And
I
then deep
sliced
fry
them
'em.
up and I just salt, pepper, and butter, man.
That's what I was looking at. I've cooked with regular mushrooms. So I wondered how morels were different if you had to do something special to them. So I was looking up the internet all weekend, you know, recipes for morel mushrooms. And that's what they say. They're best just fried in butter.
Yeah, and they're so freaking good.
I'm going to save some and make some, can some cream of mushroom soup.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot I could do with it, but the way I see it, I have so many. I have mushrooms for the year now. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I should can some.
You should. Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be
Make
good.
some soup, can some mushrooms. You were going to dry some out. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good, though.
I don't know. You had a perfect day for your birthday, though. You couldn't have asked for any better weather.
That was a spectacular day.
Yeah,
you know?
so lucky. Do you know why?
Why?
The universe shined on Cameron Ali's day.
Yeah?
It did. Things are turning around for you, Cam Ali. This is going to be a good year.
This is my year. It's already starting out pretty good, so
is.
I can't complain.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else
Pretty
exciting
smiley
happened?
guy.
I haven't talked to you since Friday. It's been a long time.
I know my parents
missed
made
you.
it to the motherland.
Yeah, but you said they had a little bit of hassle. What
Yeah,
the hell
I'm pretty
happened with
pissed
that?
off at the U.S. government.
What
to be
happened
honest.
with it?
Well, okay, so this is what I don't understand.
Okay.
Right? Like, how do you live in the country for almost 40 years?
Right.
How do you apply for citizenship, pass the freaking test,
Yeah.
and go to the whole court
And it wasn't
situation?
recent.
No, when
Like
I was a third grader.
Yeah, a long time ago. They've been citizens for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
You know, decades. And, okay, so this all started with my dad went to Kansas City to hang out with my niece and nephews,
Yes.
and my sister when her husband was out of country in Nepal.
Okay.
So he flew down from Bismarck, had no problem getting there,
Okay.
right? On the way back, he has hell trying to get from Kansas to Bismarck. They're asking for his passport. They're asking for his kids' names and what they do. Like, I thought this was America, and you didn't need a passport if you were flying within
If you're flying
the
within the
country.
United States and you're a
Yeah.
citizen.
Right. So they gave him hell there. So we're like, okay, wow, you know. So then my parents flew out of Kansas City.
Okay.
And so my sister went to the airport with him, and they like razzed him up, something fierce there. And my sister said an hour and a half, just to get him on the plane to get to D.C.
Right.
You would think, and they're like, yeah, your
Christmas.
password's inhibited, or your passport's inhibited because his name matched something on the terror list, right?
Oh gosh.
But what I don't get is this is the U.S. government, right?
Yes.
And they have a lot of, like, I don't know. I can run a background check on you for $25,
Sure.
and I can pretty much determine you're not a terrorist,
Yeah.
right? Even if your name matches 5 people on the list.
Yeah. You just supposedly need some extra information, and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that, okay, so fine.
Because you've had to go through that on the do not fly list, haven't
Yeah,
you?
exactly. So they clear
Yeah.
his name in Kansas City.
Okay.
They get to D.C. to board their plane to go to Vienna. Mm-hmm. Freaking 3.5 hours.
They still had to go through the whole
They had to
rigmarole
do
again.
it all over again.
Oh, my
So they missed their plane, right? Add another 12 hours to their trip. Then they're like, oh, we got you. I'm going to Turkey, right? So they go to Turkey,
Yeah.
right? But then when they go to the gate to do that, it started happening again. Finally, they made it on the plane, and they got to Turkey. Well, then in Turkey, they started having problems.
Who is this dude that your dad matches? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, his name's like John Smith in the Middle East. I mean, but the thing that gets me the most is
Yeah.
like, can't you clear it once
and just get it
and let
cleared
him
and
just
be done.
go through the rest of the trip?
Yeah.
So now I got to call somebody because on the way back it's going to be worse.
Yeah,
So
'cause
I'm gonna try
they're
to
not
get
gonna
a
keep
hold of
record of
like
that.
Miss Heidi because she's on that committee for Homeland Security,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna say this is bull. You got to do something. you
Every
know?
leg he can't wait
and
3
it's
hours.
demeaning. It's just bull. Like the guy. I mean, literally has never smoked a cigarette, never had
No.
a beer. He's a good guy.
He's a sweet man. He's been a citizen forever. That would be a heck of a long time to plot a terrorist attack.
Mm-hmm.
40. Well, that was 40 years in the making.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. And so,
Doesn't.
I've pretty much figured this out. It's this,
Okay.
right? It's bigotry, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's racial profiling.
It's racial profiling, and there are a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, but it keeps us safe. The hell it does.
yeah.
If it kept us safe, the U.S. government would have prevented the Boston bombing. Right?
Absolutely.
The U.S. government would prevent a lot of crap that
Well,
happened.
and those guys were actually on a terrorist watch list.
Yeah,
The
and
Boston
they didn't
bombers.
do crap.
They didn't hassle them at all. They didn't check up on anything.
Exactly. But here's the best part then,
Yeah.
right? So, whatever. I forgot what my point was. Where was I going with that?
It does not keep us safe.
It doesn't. What it does
Yes.
is they make somebody go through all this hell so that other people see it because they're not like discreet about it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
want other people to see it. It's a show. It's a show
Yeah.
saying this is how we keep you safe.
Yeah.
It's dumb. I mean, when 4-year-old boys are getting pulled and like prevented from flying, it's just stupid. And I was reading up online, and they're like, yeah, if they can just nix your flight, and you won't get reimbursed. Really, U.S. government?
That is crappy.
It's stupid. It's
That's
really
horrible.
stupid.
It
So,
really is.
I got a lot of beef with that. Yeah.
It's no different than how people used to flip out if they pulled over a Hispanic person and asked for their green card, or
Mm-hmm.
if they pulled over an African American person because they suspected they were up to something in a bad neighborhood.
Right.
It's that's the flying equivalent
Mm-hmm.
of any of those other racial profiling cases. But yet we seem to be okay with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People just bend over and take it.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to.
Because our government's such a pain in the ass.
It really is. I mean, I'm sorry that a group of people did something bad, but you
Yeah.
know what? You can't punish an entire group,
Right.
because of a small segment of that group.
I think
I
the
mean-
white people are the only people that we don't punish anymore, and we did horrible things to Native American people. But I think we're the only group that they sort of just washed our hands of it.
Well, I mean,
We're
in
okay.
the same respect, right? Like Tim McVeigh bombed Oklahoma City's
Yeah,
government building,
He
right?
was a domestic terrorist.
Right. So why don't we say every ex-military person can't go near government buildings?
Yeah, because a lot of the military people have freaked out too. What about the guy that bombed his own place or
Yeah.
shot up his own barracks?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of domestic terrorists.
I mean, really, but we
in the service.
But when they're white, it's different.
Yeah.
then it's okay, because then it's just that guy's crazy,
Down with Whitey.
right? But when they are like of a Middle Eastern descent, that's just how they are. They want 72 virgins. People are jackasses. And there's people listening right now that are like, no, seriously, that's how it is. And I'm telling you, people,
Yeah, our listeners, I think, are for the most
you're
part pretty good.
jackasses. If that's how you feel, you're an idiot.
I think for the most part,
Write
our
hate mail to
listeners
me.
are okay.
I don't care. You're a dumbass. Sorry.
Our listeners are fine. Our listeners tend to be of a different group than the rest of the population.
Oh, there's got to be somebody out there that thinks that way.
There might be one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he quit listening at the beginning of the break.
And then my
As soon as you said Cameron Ali,
yeah, right. They're like, nope, I'm not going to listen to this terrorist propaganda. But yeah, so I don't know. I need a meeting with Heidi. I just don't know how to set
you
it
should,
up.
yeah. Well, just call her office.
Yeah, but then I'm going to talk to like one of their interns, and they're going to be like, "Okay, sir, we love you. Thanks for your vote."
You know, I was talking with Kevin Kramer on Friday. I
Yeah.
spent a good portion of the afternoon with him, and you'd be surprised at how little people they have.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They have like one or two people.
Well, then maybe she'll talk to me.
Yes.
I'll just be like, because I need.
And
to
then
do
Facebook or two, honestly, she occasionally will check those Facebook messages herself.
Yeah.
Because I have Facebooked her, and she has called me back.
Really?
Yeah.
So like, she'll call me,
She there's a very good possibility.
or
yeah.
I'll just be like, if you're in town in the next like few weeks.
If for some reason if you don't get a hold of her within the next couple days, tell me, because I do have the number for her press person out in DC, and I'll tell
Okay.
her we need to talk to you.
because I know she's up here a lot.
Yeah.
I'd like to just sit down with her,
Yeah.
take some papers in there.
Yeah, well, for sure.
I got to do something. The poor guy,
When do they come back?
Oh, like July sometime.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you got,
I got
a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know how government works. If you don't get this in the process, it's not going to be okay till next July.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
The speed of democracy.
Greatest country in the world.
Oh, crap. Otherwise, everything else is good, Karen.
Mm-hmm. Things are all right.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, I think things are okay. I don't know.
Okay, good. You have anything exciting coming up?
No.
No.
We're doing that Serendipity House, huh?
Yes, the Booze Clues Kids Camp. Instead of the Booze Cruise, like we usually do with adults, we're going to do the Booze Clues Kids Camp coming up next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday out at Serendipity House. It's going to be like a ghost hunting 101 class for kids. It's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to.
I'm going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be,
You're the expert ghost hunter. You're the one that they all like.
they like me. Yeah.
The ghosts draw to you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. And the funny thing is, I remember the first time we organized something like this. You're
Yeah.
like, I don't believe in that crap. I don't believe in that. I don't believe it exists. I really don't. I can't see it. And you are a magnet.
Yeah.
You're a ghost
That's
magnet.
probably why, huh?
Then you did open yourself up to having sex with ghosts. You're like,
I did throw that out
bring it
there.
on.
Yeah.
I'd like to have sex with a ghost.
And they were all
girl.
around me.
They were.
Coming out of my anus.
Coming out of your. That would have been more of like a Mike Hayne ghost.
It's funny because, like,
Yeah.
I mean, really, we could just attribute that to, like, a silent fart,
Or an explosive one.
right? Yeah.
Like,
Just like,
yeah.
holy cow, dude, what'd you eat?
Wow. Yeah.
But I was talking to my neighbor the other day, and he was telling me he's a postman.
Okay.
And he was telling me about this lady that's on his route
Okay.
that they built a house over a boxcar,
Okay.
like an old train car.
Yeah.
And she says there's crazy stuff that happens down there.
Really?
Yeah. And so I was going to talk to these,
To the investigators.
yeah, and see, because she'd be open to having them
Yeah.
come in, and I think they would love that.
They're just okay. Here's the thing. I was talking with Darce about this too because somebody approached me about doing a house over in Mandan that they said has had stuff. All the past 4 owners have said the same thing. This house is haunted.
Yeah?
It's messed up. But they hesitate from doing private homes because people can be so crazy. You never know what you're walking into for a situation.
Oh, right.
You know?
Right. No, I'll go with guns. Don't worry.
I'll carry a taser. But no. And then people get really weird and they're not sure what insurance covers. And, You know what I mean? So you accidentally knock into one candlestick, you break it, and all of a sudden they're suing you for $20,000. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, this is just a dirty old basement.
Okay. Well, then maybe.
But, I mean, whatever. I'll throw it out there. They
yeah,
don't
talk
have
to
do it.
talk to Darson, Brendan,
I think
DJ about that.
I think they'd dig it, though.
That probably would have been pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what we're going to uncover at Serendipity House.
Right?
Yeah, that's such a cool place anyway.
It's going to be scary.
It's going to be super.
A lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Not to scare the kids or anything. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm going to scare kids. I'm going to totally
We're going to
scare kids.
keep it at a level appropriate for the kids.
I'm going to learn how to levitate. And then I'm going to blow some kids' mind.
If you kids want to get signed up, you just have to go to the website. Have your mommy and daddy. I'd say it's good for kids ages 8 to 18. Under 8, I don't know how much they're going to get out of it.
Well, under 8, it's kind of freaking mean.
Yeah.
Right? There's ghosts here.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's not like a haunted house.
Up until 8, we tell them there's no such thing.
Right, yeah.
Think about that.
So I would say kids 8 to 18, it's good for. And one adult has to accompany a child. One adult can accompany up to 3 children, but there does have to be an adult present, just in case for some reason they get freaked out.
And
they have a ride home.
We prefer that the adult worship Satan.
Not funny.
It makes things a lot easier
Not
for the
cool.
bringing out the demonic spirits. Also, make sure you sacrifice a goat prior to coming out.
And possibly do a Wiccan spell of entrancement.
Yeah. Eye of Newt.
You can just go to our website and find out more information, urlradio.net. Thanks for coming in today, Cam. I'm done with you.
It's been amazing.
I know it has.
All right.
Super. We'll see you Friday.
Now I got to go to work. Yeah.
I know.
I'll be here Friday.
Mondays suck. But if it makes you feel better, you just made Monday better for a whole lot of people.
I'm sure.
By making them laugh in their workplace.
Right? I don't know if I was that funny today.
You were okay.
I don't know.
It was sort of a heavy day.
It's the clouds, man. I'm
It is.
sick of
It's
it.
the damn rain. Birthdays and anniversaries coming up next. If there's somebody you want to get on the list, email me, Stacy at urlradio.net, Stacy at urlradio.net. And if there's a song you want to hear, same email address, Stacy at urlradio.net, and we will get them on our birthday list. You better expect some rain for a while. It's going to be yucky, cloudy, rainy today. Only 59 for a high. Tonight, rain, thunderstorms, 49. Tomorrow, pretty much a carbon copy forecast. Thunderstorms and 59. Right now, Dickinson's 49, Minot 49, Fargo 53. Here in Bismarck, Amanda, and we are cloudy, rain 50 at urlradio.net.